no electricity, no problem. We got you covered here with these awesome portable solar panels. Okay, now I had these for a while. Okay, this one's the oldest one, this one's the second oldest, and this one's the more recent one. And we're going to go over some of these cool things like you wouldn't believe. Right now, basically, we're going to start off from the smallest. The smallest one is this one, which is by Goal Zero. Okay, that is 7 watts. This one here by Wagon is 18 watts. And this cool one here is 27 watts. Okay, so like I say in some of my earlier videos, as technology evolves, we get more power, more lighter, more faster. That is definitely the way to go. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to get a bit of a close-up and look into all of these. These are primarily for charging up the power banks, which I just showed you in a previous video. The link to that video will be at the end of this one, so stay tuned to the end if you haven't seen that already. These will ensure that all of your little portable devices remain fully charged no matter what. So if you've got no electricity for whatever reason, we've got you covered. So let's get a closer look at some of these cool solar panels. Okay, so here we go. We start off with the smallest one, okay, made by a company called Goal Zero. Now, before I go any further, I'm not paid by any of these guys. These are ones that I just bought and acquired over time, all right? Some of these will need replacing soon or upgrading, but for now, they still work and they're absolutely awesome, okay? This thing here is one of the most rugged solar panels that I've ever had, okay? And it's been with me for 10 years, can you believe it or not? But one of the cool things about this, okay, it's only 7 watts, but all of the Gucci gear inside. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open this and show you what I've got inside there. Now, you can buy these, the Guide 10 Plus, all right? Now that in itself is a little power bank, all right? You can see all of the connections on the end there, all right? So once you've got power in there, you can take it with you, do whatever you want. Now, I use these. These are the original batteries that come with it, all right? So we've got AA's and AAA's, old school, they never let me down, okay? So all we do is we just open up this, we put the batteries inside there, load them in there, and that becomes its own little power bank, okay? So you can have any sort of leads that you want going from there, all right, to power up all of your devices. Another cool little thing about this, I'm not going to show you, there's no batteries in it in a moment, but there's a little torch in there as well. It's always good to have a tiny little light, because if you really need it one of these days when it's really dark, you've got no electricity or something, any sort of light will really help, okay? So it's a tiny little torch, you can hang that up, it's its own little power bank, all right? The Guide 10 Plus, brilliant bit of kit. And as I say, I store all of my batteries in these little caddies here. So all we do is I chose a myriad of leads to go with it. And in my little kit, I carry a tiny little torch or flashlight, and there's no battery in there because I can just use one of these. Another little thing, if you keep batteries in devices, okay, it's going to ruin the device over time. It's going to corrode the terminals, etc. One little tip that you can try, which I found out years ago now, is you put the battery in on purpose the wrong way round, okay? All the time I've done that, I've never had any problems of any corrosion. You're going to know it's there. You just take it the right way around and guess what, it works. For ease, I keep them in there nice and secure when it's getting thrown around in the vehicle. And all this is an adapter, okay? That will go inside the Guide 10 Plus. That's preset for AA batteries. This will enable you to put AAA batteries in there, okay? To step it down, to keep them connected nice. As an emergency, I decided to put a tiny little chem light in there, okay? So if it's really dark, I need to get to power, I can snap and shake and I can see what I'm doing, all right? This is a cool little trick so I can adjust anything that's needed. And like I said, all of these little devices here, sorry, these cables, come in very handy, all right? So all this will do is this will link from the solar charger, which will be there. That will plug into there. That will connect it. You put your batteries in there, and the solar panel on the flip side will charge up your batteries in there. A really cool little off-grid solution. That side we've got a 12 volt, okay? So there is a lead which plugs into there, which turns the other end into a cigarette lighter, giving you lots more options, okay? So that is the Nomad 7 solar panel from Goal Zero. An old school, really rugged, firm favourite, okay? So we're going to set that aside now. Moving along, if you want more power, this one is by Wagan or Vagan, however you want to pronounce it, it's up to you, okay? Incidentally, before I carry on, all of the solar panels have got little attachment points, okay? So you can put that to your backpack, on the windscreen of your vehicle, anything you like, all right? And it's the same sort of deal. We've got a little padded case which is built onto the back of the device, and all that is there is your little solar charger there. Exactly the same principle. You put your USB lead in there, it comes out, it charges up your power banks like I showed you in the first video before this one, and your phone directly. All of these small, very important devices you can charge up. 18 watts. Now that is so cool. You can tell by roughly the size of this is, and it folds up next to nothing at all. With this, it's a magnetic closure. It just stays nice and closed. So that gives you a rough idea of the size. Very lightweight, very portable, and it will give you your off-grid portable power solutions. Last but not least, the Tactical Falcon. Now this is a 28 watt solar panel. Absolutely insane, but guess what? Look how thin it is. It's absolutely bonkers. And even just showing you then, it's showing you that it's charging up even inside the tent. These new style solar panels, even the old ones still do it, but not as effective as these new membranes that they put into these panels, okay? The array on this is insane, and 28 watts. That is bonkers. So it folds up, very, very small, very simple, and it just poppers on like so. Again, all of these have got attachment points all the way around there, okay? So you can absolutely put that on the back of your backpack if you're out hiking. You can put that anywhere outside your home, okay? Even on a cloudy day, this will absolutely charge up like a charm, okay? Very, very cool piece of kit. Unfortunately, these are so hard to get now. These were readily available last year and the year before, but this year you literally cannot find them anywhere online. So if any of you guys have got one of these, drop a comment in below and let me know how you're getting on with it. So far, I've had zero problems whatsoever. And just like I said on the other ones, what you've got here, if I can undo them, it's a bit cold out here. It's the same thing. You've got the USB plug-in in there. Okay, so you can have two outputs there. So you can put two phones in at exactly the same time. Seriously cool bit of kit. So that also come with its own lead. You remember I said in the first video, always use the leads that come with it, okay? You won't find any better, any faster way to charge up your device. If you lose this, you can go through all sorts of experiments replacing them with other leads, and you won't get as good as results as the lead that comes with it. The same that comes with your smartphone or your phone, that's the best lead that you can get for it, the original ones, okay? So there we have it. They are three very basic, very small, but quite powerful chargeable solar panels there. So there we have it. Really cool, really portable solar panels, okay? Not everyone's going to have electricity when you need it, especially in the times coming ahead. So do what you can to make sure that you've got some way of at least charging up your phone, okay? Now, a lot of people think, oh, it's just a phone, but the phone is more than that, as some of you might realize. It's a computer, it's got your files, you can contact people, you can download stuff so you don't need the internet. It's a really powerful, awesome tool, okay? And if you can't at least keep that charged up, you could be in problems, okay? So, solar panels, definitely the way forward. Thanks for watching and stay funky.